All right, welcome to class. So with us, we are still discussing differentiation using quotient rule method. So with us, we want to discuss this. Now, first thing is first, let's quickly run over our formula. Our formula is V du over dx and minus u dv over dx here. So this becomes our formula for chain rule all over v squared. Now let's solve this one quickly. For this one here, let everything be my u. So I have this value, 2x. So from here now I can get my du dx. So from here, this is indicating that I want to look for my du over my dx. So I'm getting my du dx here. So if you differentiate this one, because it's having power 1, if you differentiate this, you are just going to pick the coefficient alone. So whatever the number is here, so long as it's having power 1, pick the number with it. So I'll pick 2 here, minus this one here. Here, I'll multiply this one. So this is 2 times x. Then I will repeat 2 now. This will give us 2x. It's the power of 1, or you leave it like this. It's the same thing. Here will give us 2x here. Now, from this point, what do I know going further now? I've gotten my du dx. Now, this point now, we know our v. Our v is 1 plus x. Let's remove this. For us to be able to get dv dx now, we have to remove this. So if you do that now, we're going to have 1 plus this, all raised to the power of half. So now let's differentiate, because this question here is a chain rule question, because having raised to the power is having raised to a power. So this makes this a chain rule question because it's having raised to power. Check this one. This does not have raised to the power of anything. That means it's not in a bracket, raised to a final power. So that is why it's not a chain rule question. This is a chain rule question. So what do we do now? Let's use the shortcut. I said differentiate the one inside the bracket first, because it's having a power 1 here. Take the coefficient. What the coefficient here is 1. So I'll pick 1 here. Multiply by this power outside. I have this. Repeat the one inside here. I have this. Now, differentiate this one by having this, removing 1 from it. So, do this math here. 1 times this half now will give us half into bracket 1 plus x here. Now, from here, let's do it somewhere here. Let's do it somewhere here. Find the LCM of this one. That will give me 2. 2 into 1 times this one will give us 1. 1 into 2 is 2 times this one. I'm having minus 1 over 2. So here becomes minus 1 over 2 as my dv over my dx. I've gotten that here. Now, because I know that this is my dv dx now, I can now solve here. So first thing is first, I will take out this value. I'll take it out. Then I have that. What is my v from the beginning? My v is what we have here. I have it as 1 plus x here. Put it in bracket. By the side of v, I have du dx. What is my du dx here now? I'm going to introduce this, or you substitute it inside. Then minus this one here. What is my u from the beginning? My u is 3 plus 2x minus x squared from the beginning. Now, by the side of u, I have dv dx, now, which is what I have there as half 1 plus x here. Then that will give me minus 1 over 2, all brackets close. This is what I have. Now, everything here will give me 1 plus x here, all raised to the power of this all squared. What I'm having. So from this point now, what do I know going further? I already know that if I bring this one down, watch this. If I bring this one down, let me repeat this one first. I'm repeating this one. And I'm also repeating this one. Now, minus, look at what I want to do. Look at what I want to do here. If I repeat this one, look at this. Because the minus is on top of this one here. If I remove this minus, I'm going to have, watch me, 1 over 2 root of 1 plus x. So this is it. If I remove this minus now, this minus will push this one down like this. Where you have a like this. If you are removing this minus, the a will drop. So this is it. So that's what I'm having in this place. So what do I now know going forward now? What do I know going further? Since I express this like this, I can now check this. Watch this. Remember, we still have all over This one cancels this one. So I have this value here. Now let's go further, please. Let's go further. Now from this point, what do I know? Let's find the LCM of the numerator. Find the LCM of the numerator. Now, why are we doing so? Because of this. Because of this. Now, hope you know that this times 1 will give us all of this, then all over root, all over 2 roots, 1 plus x. So first thing is first, I'm going to rule a line like this, and I will put 2 root of x, 1, please, plus x. I mean this one. So next, we are going to now use this one now to divide this. Please watch what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do now. If I do this one, remember that everything here will be over 1. Watch this, please. Everything here will be over 1. Everything here will be over 1 because I'm looking for the LCM there. So what is the next thing we're going to do? This one now will divide this one. I'll have this one back times all of this value. So let's take something. Let's take it here. So this one times other value. So I'm going to write it like this: 1 plus x here. Watch this, please. Watch this, please. Then repeat these 2. So I have 1 plus x here, and then I have 2 minus 2x here. This is it. Now in indices, in sort, please. Whenever you have the same value, look at this: 1 plus x in a root, 1 plus x in a root. It means that these 2, if you pick one of it, you are correct. Now look at this. This is how it works. Because they are the same thing, I'll pick 1 plus x here, and then I'll put it like this, all in bracket 2, so that this square cancels this one. I will just have 1 plus x. So this is what I mean. Because they're the same variable. Like this, when you have root 3 here times root 3 here, the answer is 3, obviously. But if you don't want it like that, is what is the square root of 3 times 3 here? I'm having this. What is the square root here? Is 9. What is the square root of 9? It's 3. So the same thing. It's the same thing. So depending on which one of them you want. So from this point now, if I do this one now, remember there's 3. I'll have 2 into bracket, 1 plus x here, and I'll have this 2 minus 2x here. That's what I'm going to have. So from this point now, write this one here. So 2 into bracket, 1 plus x here, and 2 minus 2x here. So this is what I'm having here. Yes, this is what I'm having. So I'll take this one off. Now, let's go further. Now, remember I told you that all of this one now times 1 will give you all of this back. So that means that we will now have that here becomes minus 3 2x minus x squared. This is what we are having. Now, all over the down value 1 plus x, please. This is what we are having here. Now, from this point now, what do I know going further now? I can open this bracket. If you open this bracket, what are we going to have? If you open this bracket, what do we have there? Now, what do we have there if you open this bracket? First, leave these 2 out. Let's deal with this one. If you do that, this times this now will give us 2, please. This times this one will give us minus 2x here. 1 times this one will give us plus. This plus. 1 and x times this one, will give me this. Minus times plus, I'm having minus. This one will give us 2x squared. Now, watch this. I'll have that 2. Minus 2x plus 2x can cancel. That will give me this value. So, remember we have 2 here. If you multiply by 2, I'm going to have 4 and then 4x here. This is what I'm going to have when you open the bracket. So I'll have that here becomes 4. Here like this here. All this one becomes 4 minus 4x. Then minus all these values now will be dealt with because of the minus. So if you deal with that, I'm having 3 here plus, this is plus, please, initially. So this becomes minus. This becomes minus 2x here. And this becomes plus x squared here, please. So all of this one now will give you, this 2 will drop down. Please watch this. This will drop down. So when this drops down, I'm having it like this. 1 plus x here, like this, and then 1 plus x here. This is what I'm having here. Now, going further, what do I know? Please watch this. Watch this. Hope you know that from the beginning, these two can reduce, this value. And hope you know that this one was on top of them. It was on top of this one here. So I can reduce this value by dividing it by 2 if I so wish. But if I don't leave it like that, no problem here. So from this point now, what do I have here now? This minus this one, I'll have 1 here, minus this one, minus this one. I'm going to now have what there? I'll have minus 6x here. Then here will give us plus x squared here. Then everything will now drop down. I will remove this root. If I remove this root, I'll have 1 plus x raised to the power of half here. And then 1 plus x like this. This is what I'm having here. This is what I'm having here. Now, from this point, what do I know? Oh, from here, please. Okay. Nope. The minus would not affect this from this point here. The minus will not affect. So here becomes plus. Why here becomes... Remember that here is square. Don't forget that. Here is square. Okay, yes. Here is square. Here is square. This one is square. So here will become, affected. So we have this. So here is minus. And then here is plus. Yes, please. Here is plus. So this and this one will give us 1. Why this and this one here, I'll have minus 3x. Yes. I'll have minus 3x. This one and this one, I'm having 1. Then, okay. So this is square here. Why this one will just give us 2x. Yes, that's what I'm having. Then all over this value here. From this point now, what do I know to do from this point? I will repeat the numerator here. Repeat the numerator. And then I will have this one as, in indices, when you have the same base, let's say you have this value like this, and this value like this to the power of 2. If I want to work on this as per indices, x and s, I'll pick one of the x. And then this one is having power 1 here. Power 1 is here. So if I add it up like this, my final answer will be a raised to the power of 3. So that's the same thing I will do here. Here is half. Why here is 1? Here is 1. So first thing I will do, I'll pick this base now. I'll have it like this. Pick 1 plus x here. That's the first thing I will do. Now, here is half. I'll have half somewhere minus 1. And sorry, times, please. Times becomes plus. Times becomes plus in indices. So plus 1. So find the LCM here. Here is 2. This is 2, 1. That's 2 in 2 is 1 times this one is 1 plus this one will give us 2. This one will give us 2 here. So 3 over 2. So here becomes 3 over 2 as my final answer. This is how you solve this. Please, if this is your first time of coming across this station, this channel, please kindly do well to hit the plus sign and follow for more. Tell this to everybody in your schools, in your communities, and your family. See you in the next class. Bye-bye.